This is an easy beginning woodworker project that you can create and sell for 15 to 25 bucks online and at craft fairs. But what if I told you that I could take my CNC and a couple of other little features and really kind of zhuzh this up and turn it into a $40 to $50 item without breaking a sweat? It's a scrap wood project that you can make out of about a half of a board foot of wood, so about $1 to $3 worth of materials, depending on your wood of choice. But you see this type of project all over the place. How can I take this simple idea, put some twists on it to make it something that's truly unique and stands out from the pack? And that's what we're going to do. Okay, so my preferred hold down method is basically just to use a countersink bit and drill 4 holes and then screw it into the spoil board. Some people don't like to do that because you wear your spoil board out, but it's called a spoil board or a waste board for a reason. So at least this way, I know that my wood, my material is not going to pop loose. And finally, if you're using this method, make sure that when you design your workpiece in your CNC software of choice, I use VCarve Pro, make sure that you account for the fact that you're going to have screws there because you don't want to run over those screws with your bit and risk breaking a bit. For this version of our floating candle holder, it's going to be 6.5 inches long, 3.5 inches wide, and I'm going to cut out 2 candle holders right here. So this one's going to be a little bit smaller than the one that I've already shown you. Now, this particular project is only going to require 1 bit. You can make some variations to it using something like a bowl bit, but I'm just going to use a straight end mill bit. It will be an upcut bit because I'm going to be pocketing out some things in one of the versions. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about how this is cut on the CNC before we assemble it. To begin with, whenever I'm creating anything like this on my CNC, I always like to do the pocketing first. That's when the wood is the strongest, so it's less likely to break away if you're using tabs on your profiles. Hey, and don't forget, while we're at it, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, please go down and hit that subscribe button right now. It doesn't cost you a penny, but subscriptions, likes, and maybe even leaving a comment is how YouTube knows that this is good content, and it encourages them to share it out to a wider audience. So I cut a 1/2 inch deep, 1.5 inch pocket that's going to hold the candles. And then I went ahead and finished it off with a 0.5 inch pocket all the way through right here. Now, you might say, well, I don't want it to go all the way through. That's fine. You don't have to. But considering the fact that candles are going to sit inside of it, you're not going to see that anyway. Now we could just leave it basic, but once we're finished and we've taken it off the CNC, cleaned it up and sanded it, I'm going to take it over to my router table and put a 45-degree chamfer on it. I think that's just going to give it a little bit cleaner and neater of a look. I also cut a 1/2 inch pocket right here in 2 spots for the dowels to go. And when you get your dowels, make sure you get 1/2 inch dowels. In reality, they're probably going to be 0.51 to 0.52 inches, which actually is an error in your favor because they're going to be kind of snug, meaning that really, if you don't want to use glue to hold this together, you really don't have to. And then it's just time for assembly. So I'm going to use just a simple little friction fit to hold this together. And that's all there is to it. Pop these in and they're ready to go. Now this takes about 5 minutes on the CNC, and considering the fact that it's made with spalted maple and it does really have this fun, unique look, I'd easily sell this one for $10 to $15. If you're using a cheaper material, a cheaper wood, you might go 10 bucks. And if you were to lengthen this and make it 4 to 5 candles long, you could easily take this small project that only takes about $3 to build and turn it into a $20 to $25 item without breaking a sweat. And with that said, let's move on to the last version, which is going to cost about $4 to build, but you can easily sell for $40 to $50. Now, I do want to take a minute and remind you that if you'd like to download these files, they are available in the pinned comment and in the description. You're going to get both of the CNC versions with that download, and you can easily modify it and expand it to change the design for anything that you might like. That said, this is easy enough to make. Now let's take a couple of minutes and talk about the difference between version 2 and version 3. Version 3 is simply a 3 candle holder, just like the very first one that I showed you. However, I'm going to pocket out a 1/2 inch pocket in the base and add a nice little accent. Now, why would I do that, you might ask? Well, so that I can simply add these river rocks here that I found at Lowe's. I found this box of river rocks at Lowe's on clearance for about $1.50. And this simple little added feature makes this simple candle holder stand out and look so much better. Take a look at this poll that I conducted on my YouTube page just yesterday and see how much everybody likes this version the best. Hey, and I want to try something here. I've started to realize, looking at my metrics, that most of my audience is Gen X. So, that being said, leave a comment below if you know where this reference comes in. All right, now with all of them done, let's talk about a few things to keep in mind. First of all, this particular version, you can create on your CNC very easily. In fact, I'm going to add this version as a CNC cut into the files that I'm going to link down in the description. Another thing that I kind of like about this, and I just kind of stumbled on it, I didn't glue these on, I just friction fit them, which kind of got me thinking. If you wanted to kind of play around with it a little bit, you can easily just take these, slant them a little bit for a slightly different look. Imagine being at a craft show or on your website and being able to show all these different variations to a potential customer. Also, it kind of goes without saying, these are made out of wood. These are candles which catch on fire. So be careful. Don't light these in a place and then not pay attention to it. Hopefully, if you're lighting candles in your house, you're going to be in the area anyway, but you don't want to risk any kind of fire. That said, if you'd rather, you can put these LED tea light candles in there in place of them. I'll put a link down in the description. I found these on Amazon and they come in pretty handy, especially if you're creating things that might be enclosed and you don't want to have an open fire on the inside of it. These tea light candles are a really good, safe alternative. All right, next, let's talk about this one a little bit. This one is a very basic version. Like I said, it only takes about 5 minutes on the CNC to create. And you can easily, if you had a larger piece of wood, you can easily scale it out to 3, 4, 5 deep. You can also make it wider so the candles can be laid out in different patterns. The one thing that I wasn't quite sure of with this was using the spalted maple. If you're not familiar with spalted maple, this spalting basically is a fungus, if I understand it correctly. I'm no tree expert, but this spalting is actually a fungus that gets in the wood, and it does weaken the wood a little bit, so it's more prone to chipping and things. In fact, somewhere on one of these when I was routing it, there's a little bit of chip right on the spalting. So you got to be careful with using spalted maple. And also because of the fact that the spalting softens the wood in spots, I would definitely use something like at least a hard wax finish, but probably something like shellac to kind of seal this up and harden it up a little bit. And then this one right here, like I said, I've had so much fun with this and I've got so much positive response from this particular project that just going out to Lowe's and finding these $1.50 river rocks really set this thing apart. All right, so here's how I'm going to price these just as they stand right now. Now, this one takes about 15 minutes to make, not including drying time for the Odie's oil. So I would try to batch these out, make several of them at once if I were going to sell them, and then sell them for $20 a piece. This one, as it is, it's much smaller. As I've said before, this is maybe a $10 to $15 item. $15 because it's made with spalted maple, but if I were using something cheaper like pine or cedar, this might be a $10 project. Now, if you were to take this same design and expand it out, make it the same size as this one, then it's easily $20 to $25. And then just simply adding the accent of the river rocks really makes this one stand out. And this is something that people can see sitting on their coffee tables or in their homes. It really is a centerpiece, and it's something that's simple to make. It takes about 20 minutes on the CNC, and then when it comes to finishing everything up, it's maybe about another 15 minutes of labor. So turning around and selling this for 40 bucks, I think is a really good price point for this. And so these are all going to go on my website for those prices. So I hope you've enjoyed these designs. If you would like to pick them up, again, there's a link down in the description and the pinned comment. I've also got links to some of the materials that I've used. And since you're still here, you obviously like this kind of CNC content. So make sure to click on this video right here, which is a really cool CNC project that's perfect for Valentine's Day, anniversaries, or gift ideas.